On his very first day at work, a veteran employee quietly warned him to quit as soon as possible. But he didn't take it seriously. After all, the company's founder, Elizabeth, was widely known as the female Steve Jobs. Watching his idol on stage passionately declare that a single drop of blood could transform medicine and help save lives, Tyler felt his blood boil with excitement. He had seen Elizabeth's legendary story countless times in the news, dropping out of Stanford, starting a company at 19, and attracting investments from powerful figures. The story of this female Steve Jobs had long been the perfect role model template in his mind. But only a few days after joining the company, Tyler began to notice something strange. There was an unsettling atmosphere everywhere. He and another new hire, Erica, had believed they were about to witness a medical breakthrough, a technology that could detect many diseases with just one drop of blood. Yet what they actually saw left them completely confused. The so-called revolutionary blood testing device kept producing errors every time it ran a test. Tyler tried to reassure himself. Maybe the equipment given to new employees was just outdated and prone to malfunction. Surely the real technology was locked away in the heavily guarded secret laboratory. The explanation sounded reasonable, but Erica still felt that something wasn't right. Every time a new employee joined, HR repeatedly emphasized the confidentiality agreement. Workers from different departments were not allowed to communicate privately. The steel door to the core laboratory was always locked, and entering required passing through 3 layers of security. When she tried asking a senior colleague about a technical issue, the person avoided eye contact and gave vague, unclear answers. Even more puzzling to her was that there seemed to be more security guards than engineers. Surveillance cameras lined the hallways, and the employees all carried a tense, suppressed expression. There was none of the energy that a startup company should have. Then one day, their supervisor handed Erica a set of enzyme toxicity test data and asked her to remove the values that didn't match the expected results. Erica was shocked. Wasn't that basically manipulating the data? As a laboratory technician, she couldn't ignore scientific integrity just to make the results look better. She went straight to her supervisor to argue about it. But the supervisor simply told her to focus on her assigned tasks and stop worrying about anything else. Only then did they realize that in this so-called scientific laboratory, their job was merely to delete the unpleasant data. Erica wanted to say more, but the management's firm attitude left her with no choice. She was just an ordinary girl who had worked hard to get into a prestigious university. These were not people she could afford to challenge. Tyler, however, thought differently. He believed it must be the managers who were using manipulated data to mislead the company's leadership. So he decided he would report the situation directly to the CEO, Elizabeth. Only then did Erica realize that Tyler was no ordinary employee. He was the beloved grandson of former U.S. Secretary of State George P. Shultz.